I'll be honest, the way that the Timberwolves started in this series had me shook, and I thought that this series was over. Actually, that's an understatement. Here's a real script I wrote and recorded back when Minnesota was ahead 2-0 in this series. And if you're just here to listen to me praise the Nuggies, skip to this timestamp, but just know that I make a damn fool out of myself in this section. The Denver Nuggets were my pick to win the title this year, and I've stated that in multiple videos, and they weren't giving me any indication that I made the wrong choice. That is, until Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves came into town,
I'm here!
Smoked that good Colorado Kush, got the munchies, and then ate the Nuggies with a large fries and a Murray McFlurry.
Tasty.
The Timberwolves are scary. Their defense is something special to behold, and they proved it in Game 2. On Monday, Rudy Gobert wasn't able to make it to the game because he wanted to witness the birth of his first child. In that game, the Timberwolves held the Nuggets to 80 points, an unfathomable total in this day and age for a team like the Nuggets, and again, they did it without Rudy. The next day, Rudy won his 4th Defensive Player of the Year award. How do you explain this? Well, it's quite simple, really. The Timberwolves were sandbagging in the regular season, still got the 3 seed, and now they're playing nearly flawless basketball and are about to sweep the defending champions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's over. Anthony Edwards is officially Michael Jordan's 2K regen, and he's proving it more and more each game. It's not about the Timberwolves winning the title anymore. It's about whether they're going to be the first team to go 16-0. Now, I get it. That's a bold claim to be making for any team, let alone a team that's making its first second-round appearance in 20 years. But my eyes do not deceive me. This team is playing the best defense I've ever seen since I started watching basketball, which was back in 2006. They are sterilizing all-time great players. KD trying to save his legacy, an MVP in his prime, a postseason demon in Jamal Murray. Hell, they're even injuring their own head coach just to flex. And if I haven't made it clear yet, let this be the official announcement. I've got the Minnesota Timberwolves winning the 2024 NBA Championship. Barring injury, of course, knock on wood. And if I see them sweep one more team, I'm gonna pick them to sweep the finals as well and become the first team ever to sweep the playoffs. Show me the person who predicted this outcome before the postseason. Show me the deranged Timberwolves diehard fan wearing his 10,000 lakes but not a single goddamn ring, don't you know, t-shirt saying that the Timberwolves would sweep the playoffs, and I'll show you my 12-inch cock. Spoiler alert, neither of those things exist. Okay, bye. And that's the end of the video. Now, notice how that video does not exist on my channel and was never uploaded? Well, that's because I wanted to give the Nuggies one last chance before I publicized it. That shit was gonna get uploaded right away after Game 3. I was glazing the Timberwolves harder than a Cinnabon in the middle of a circle jerk. There's one thing in that script that I'm not going to retract though, and that's the praise I gave to Anthony Edwards. In this series, he's averaging 33 points per game on 60% shooting, which is exactly the sort of thing that Michael Jordan would be doing against a defending champion in his era. Big props to Anthony Edwards. He's a fucking superstar, and he's living up to the lofty expectations that were set for him. But let's talk about the Nuggies. This team should have been dead in the water. They lose both of their home games. Game 2 was by 26 points, and they just find some insane level of willpower heading into Game 3 that propels them over the Timberwolves in their house by 27 points. The Nuggets are absolute gladiators. Jamal Murray, fresh off of endangering players by throwing shit on the court, finally showed a pulse in this series, dropping 24 in a brilliant team performance. But Game 4 was a little different. This game will officially go down in history as the Aaron Gordon game. 27 points on 11 of 12 shooting is an absurdly efficient game, and it's the reason that the Nuggets were able to survive the onslaught from Anthony Edwards, who gave the T-Wolves 44 points on 16 of 25 shooting. This is why the Nuggies are champions. They were able to knot up the series when literally everyone counted them out. But like I said in my prediction video, because the Nuggies are different. So now, we're looking at an incredibly rare road series, meaning that the away team has won every game. And they say that a series doesn't really start until a team wins an away game. But what if a team can't win a home game? Well, Minnesota would obviously win in that case, but it's impossible to ignore the fact that the Nuggies have all the momentum going back to their house. But Anthony Edwards won't go quietly, and if the defense they play in Game 5 resembles their defense from Game 2 in the slightest, the Nuggets will have an unreal task ahead of them. I picked the Nuggies in 7, and I'm not backing down from that now. And we can just forget what I said about the Timberwolves sweeping the playoffs. Okay, bye.